Hello everyone, welcome back to our 312. We continue with the payback period of chapter 21, right? We talk about non-uniform cash flow. Last time I give you a very simple example. I said, hey, I lended you out $100, so you pay me $30 first year, second 20, third year 20, fourth year 40, and then 30 again. So you can see it's non-uniform. So how do we get the years? We said you add the first 3 years, a total will be 70. So you still owe me 30, right? You still owe me 30. How long you will pay off me the rest 30? The fourth year you will pay me 40. If I wait for 1 whole year, I get 40. But I don't need to have a 40. So I just need to have a partial of 40 to get my 30. So in the fourth year, I just need to wait for 3 quarters, right? I just need to wait 3 quarters. So I will get all my money in 3.75 years. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So we can go to the real case. Remember, for this one, we just make up some number. We said for the maybe the don't know bus or some whatever, but general idea is you invested 150,000 and then you will get all these non-uniform cash flow. So you invest 150,000 and then get another color pen. Okay, this one. So the first year you pay 50,000. So you still have how much left? You still have 150,000. You pay 50. You still have 100,000 left. You don't need to do all these steps. You know, some students they just look at the numbers. They calculate by themselves. So you don't need to. I just tell you the very traditional way, step by step. I would say do this for 1 or 2 times, and then once you get the idea, you can just do quick as the math, okay? So now you still owe me 100,000. So after next year, so totally it's 105,000, right? So now you just owe me 45,000. You just owe me 45,000, and then for the third year, you will pay me 60,000, but I don't need to have 60,000. I just want to get 45,000. Okay, so how many years I need? I need the first 1 year, I need the first 2 years, so I need 2 years. And then the third year, I don't need to wait for the whole 3 years, because if I wait for the third year, I will get 60,000, but I only want to get 45,000. So how long does that take to get 45,000 out of 60,000? So 45,000 out of 60,000. How many years? Let me look at it. How many years? I don't want to calculate. I just want to double check sometimes. Okay, so I just need to have 2.75 years. I just need to have 2.75 years. I don't need to wait to finish the full third year because I don't need to get 60,000. I just want to get the balance of 45,000 out of 60,000 in the third year. So I just need to wait 0.75 years in the third year. So total, I need to have 2.75 years. Okay. That's it. That's for the non-uniform cash flow. Is you calculate the total. My understanding is you use the balance to divide the full year of the partial year. So you compare. For the third year, you don't need to have the full third year. You just need to have a partial of third year. How long was the partial? Is your balance 45,000 over the full payment 60,000. If you wait the whole third year, you get 60,000, but you only need to have 45,000. So you just need to wait 0.75 year for the third year. Okay, so that's it. The non-uniform cash payback period method. So last one, we got the easy one, we got the middle one. I think you are ready for the hard one. The hard one is discounted payback method. You will say, What's that? Remember we said the payback method has two bad things. One is it doesn't think about cash, discounted cash flow, time value of money. Second, it ignores the cash flow after your payback. So we said, okay, we cannot deal with the second one, but we can deal with the first one. So instead of using the original cash flow, we discount the cash flow first. So it's kind of a combined of discounted cash flow and the payback method. Nothing fancy, okay? Nothing fancy. Don't be confused about the name. You just need to do one extra step, and then you do the same as your discount cash flow as payback method. Sorry about that. So you first discount, and you use the discounted cash flow to calculate your payback method. Okay, how do I do that? So your without discount cash flow is this. But remember we said, hey, you have to discount it back, right? So we got our discounted cash. We got our discounted cash flow. Sorry, I'm just using this one. I want to show you there. Hey, come on. Hey, sorry about that. So I just show you directly. I don't want to waste your time. So you got your discounted. The fourth column is your original time, your factor. So you can see this factor. This is from table 2. You know, this is this is just one time. So you have this discounted factor. And then you find out the discounted cash flow. So instead of using the original one, we use the discounted cash flow. So let me put the number here. I still want to work with you a little bit. 46300 47135. Sorry about that. 47640 62475. Okay. So now we use this discounted cash flow instead of the original one. You still invest 150,000, and then after the first year you pay 46300. So you still have the balance of. I want to work this one with you. You still have the balance. How much? You still have a balance. 150 minus 46300. So you still have a 103,700, right? You still have a 103,700. And then the second year you pay this, so your total cumulative is 46300 plus 47135. So after the second year, you totally cumulated paid 93435. Okay. So now you just you owe 150,000. You paid this much. So now your outstanding balance is 150,000. So now you still owe 56565. You just owe 56565. Okay. So now you need to use this one whole year, right? Right. So after this year, your total is 93435 plus 47640. So now you totally paid 141,075 out of 150,000. So you still owe 8,925. You just owe 8,925. If you wait for the fourth year, you will get 62,475. You said, I don't need, I just need to get my 8,925. So you have to wait the first 3 years, and then the fourth year, how long you wait? You need 8,925 out of 62,475. So the fourth year, you just need to wait a little bit, right? You just need to wait a little bit. So you need to wait 143, okay? So you need to have the 4 year. The fourth year, you just do 0.143 year. You just do the 0.143 year. Okay, so double check, right? Double check just to make sure I didn't tell you something wrong. I work this with you. I want to say this is all you need to know for the payback method. First, very basic is if it's uniform, easy, straightforward, you know, Second is if it's non-uniform, then you kind of add the first 4 years, the full, not 1, 2, 3, 4, is the full. You need to find out the full year and then add the partial year, to get your total years. Okay, and then the last one situation is you do the discounted cash flow. So you first discount, and then you do the non-uniform cash flow. I want to point out one thing here is you can say we use the same cash flow, but situation 2 is you don't discount, situation 3 is you discount, and you find out the situation 2 you just need 2.75 years, situation 3 you need more than 3 years. So that makes a perfect sense, right? Because when you do discounted cash flow, your cash flow will be less value because, as I said, you discount back $100 next year. It's not $100 today. It will be maybe $99. So you discount back, it will be less value than the original one. So it will take a longer time. Okay, it will take longer time. So if you get this one, if you say you make mistake, you thought it's 2.1 for 3, then that's definitely wrong, because without discount it's already 2.75. So with the discount it's definitely longer than 2.75. Kind of double check by yourself. Okay, I hope you enjoy this method. I don't really worry my students with this method. So let me know if you have any question. Next video we will cover, finally we go to the last part of our method. We call it accrual accounting rate of return. And then we compare the full method. Then we are done for the first part. Oh yeah, I'll see you next time.